Well, last year, criminal justice policies changed dramatically in the city of Philadelphia after a new DA, Larry Krasner, took office. He was backed by George Soros, and Krasner massively scaled back law enforcement in the city. Prosecutors stopped prosecuting numerous crimes. They stopped seeking cash bail for even some felonies. They deliberately imposed shorter prison sentences. Dozens of prosecutors were fired. So what happened? Cause and effect? Well, the most murders in a decade. We spoke recently with the president of Philadelphia's Fraternal Order of Police, John McNesby, and here's what he told us. Mr. McNesby, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So Philadelphia got a new district attorney, as we just said, with the backing of George Soros. He made changes to the way that crimes are prosecuted in Philadelphia. What was the result?
Well, the result is that I said at this time last year that crime would be through the roof. Excuse me, over the last year, there's been 6,500 less cases brought before the Criminal Justice Center here. Crime is up. 4,000 felons are on the streets running the city of Philadelphia. And it's, everybody's pointing the fingers to police officers, to the police commissioner. And fact of the matter is, we're out doing the job. He's decimated the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. He has a great disdain and dislike for law enforcement. He let go many prosecutors his first week in, 31 to be exact. There's a 30% turnover rate. So all that while we're out there trying to protect the community.
So an ideologue comes in with left-wing backing and guts the criminal justice system, crime rises, and then the police get blamed for it? Is that what you're saying?
Well, everybody's pointing the fingers at what's the police going to do, what's the police commissioner going to do. Fact of the matter is, we have officers out there arresting people on a daily basis, and they're walking out the back of police stations. He's cutting deals with defense attorneys. He's cutting deals, one just a couple weeks back, where a felon who had 14 priors goes into a store, shoots the owner with an AK-47, and he cuts a deal without the victim knowing for 3.5 to 10 years. I mean, that's insane, and that's not happening once or twice. It's happening so many times now that the judges in the city of Philadelphia are getting wind of it, and they're starting to check and double check and triple check these deals.
What's the motive here? I mean, to the extent we know, why would a district attorney want to let felons out of prison and give lighter sentences to people who commit violent gun crime? Why?
Well, he's actually, previously he was a defense attorney. He filed before taking office, and I think he's turned the district attorney's office into the Defender Association. I think he forgot the oath that he had taken to uphold the law and enforce the law in the city, but he was prior a defense attorney and sued the city and the Philadelphia Police Department over 70 times during his tenure. On top of that, he has now a do not call list where he has not 1, 2, 3, 10 officers. He has a few hundred officers on this list, and I don't know how, or he's not explaining how officers get on that list, get off the list, what's the just cause of being put on the list. He's running his own show here, and it's like a carnival act.
What's the effect on poor neighborhoods in the city?
Well, it's not. I think everybody's catching wind now that it's not just, it's not just the victims of these crimes, although that's very, very important because he's not letting them know anything. Now it's the community that are seeing people run rampant in their neighborhoods, shoot at each other, whether it's poor, whether it's affluent. It really doesn't matter. It's across the city of Philadelphia. They're not picking and choosing. These aren't people that you let out. And we're all for, reform, and we're open-minded. But the fact of the matter is when you let 4,000 felons out on the street, they're not going back and getting jobs anywhere that are really that make any sense. They're back out doing what they did to put them in jail, and that's hurting the community.
The enemies of civilization. For sure. Thanks very much for telling us what's going on in Philadelphia. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
You got it. You got it.
Thanks.